Hi, Jeff Schofield here for UK Plant Operators. Today I'm at a recycling plant in Gerrards Cross, Buckinghamshire. You know UK Plant Operators always want to bring you the very latest updates. So today, pleased to say that we're amongst the first trade publications given exclusive access to take a look at this brand new and first machine, not only in the UK but in Europe. In a few moments we'll have a proper look around, but in the meantime, this, my friends, is the LiuGong 995F excavator, and it's a beast. This machine is the first model from LiuGong in the new F-Series range. The 995F machine has been adapted for the rigours of the European mass excavation, mining and quarrying market. The Stage 5 machine has an 18.1 litre Perkins 2806 engine producing 447 kilowatts of power with a low engine speed and high torque. So here at the rear of the machine, the counterweight has been increased by 1.8 tonnes, giving the excavator an operating weight of 94,800 kilograms. This gives it real stability when being operated with, say, large attachments or the 5.6 cubic metre bucket this machine comes standard with. So what are manufacturers promising you watching this video right now? Firstly, LiuGong want to help you improve productivity and efficiency on site. This comes, the manufacturers say, in two parts. Part one is simply its digging force. The 995F gives you 496 kilonewtons of power, more than is currently available on the market for machines of this size. And part two, there's three operating modes on this machine. You've got Eco, Standard and Power. And this machine has got 10 engine speeds and a new variable electro-hydraulic control system, which changes the distribution and flow dependent on the job in hand, giving the operator more control, improved precision and faster cycle times. And secondly, it's all about maximising uptime. As an example, let's take a look at the undercarriage, where we can see the track shoes, rollers, idlers and the final drives have all been strengthened to reduce damage and increase service intervals. So here we are on top of the 995, and just before I get into the cab, earlier on today I caught up with Justin Ffrench, who is the owner of the very first machine that has arrived here in the UK. So let's hear what Justin said from inside the cab a little earlier on today. There's plenty of choice on the marketplace. Why did you choose this LiuGong 995 machine?
Well, I'm running LiuGongs for 4 years now, or 4 or 5 years, so I bought the first ones. And the technology is coming into them now, it's very good, and especially for the 100 or 95 ton machine with the new Tier 5 engine. And in the company, we're trying to get all our emissions down a bit. So,
well, tell me a little bit more then about perhaps two or three of the features and benefits that you've noticed. I mean, you're an operator in this machine, you know exactly what you're talking about. So what are the two or three things that have really impressed you about this unit?
Well, the first one is with the shears. Like, we can put the shears on and you can control it very good from the cab, which other machines I have got, you can't get the, say for a breaker, you can't get the hydraulics down enough, but this you can get it up and down, and you can set it in the cab nearly 10 settings for 10 different attachments.
So show me, or tell me a little bit about the in-cab sort of control there, about how you can operate this.
You have another lever here, and you can move it around, so you don't have to be reaching up to the screen. You can just look at the screen, change it whatever way you want, your power mode, your breaker mode, and it's just very clear and very easy to use in front of you.
And then just tell me a little bit more about the cab and the sort of the comfort factor, the ergonomics of, you know, sitting there. This is the operator's office for a full shift. So what's, again, from a comfort point of view, ergonomic point of view, what are the benefits that you see sat in the seat, as it were?
It's the comfort is, the seat is lovely, and it's just you have an air seat in it, which improves it a lot. And then your levers is fly wire levers, and it's just they're just very light and they're very easy to And then you have the switch here beside you as well. It's just all the features. You have your built-in phone on it. You can Bluetooth the phone. You have your radio. You have stereo or whatever. The technology in it is great.
I suppose we just finish off on the, what this machine is built for. So its power and its control functions. How does that compare again? How does that work when you're out in the toughest of environments? What's this machine doing for you and your business?
It's good. We had it on a breaker, which is very good. It can drive it very well, and there's a 10-ton shear goes on it. But the power you have in it and the bit of a reach for the size of the machine it's quite good. So, and the power when you're loading, as you can see there, when we're loading, the power is you're just digging. It's just a very easy day's work.
Well, listen, that's great to hear. I think for any operator listening to this, watching this piece, that, as Justin was saying there, that it's a nice machine to operate, easy and intuitive, great amount of power, and great review there from Justin. So this isn't ordinarily the place you expect to find yourself on an excavator, but here I am in the engine bay of this 995, and LiuGong have worked hard here to ensure that operators have easy access to all the service points, ensuring that daily checks can be carried out with a minimum of fuss. So just turning around to my right, the water coolant tank reservoir and gauge is here, and just by my knee as I'm stood here now, I can check the oil with the minimum of difficulty. It really is exceptionally easy to get around and to be able to check those critical daily service levels. So as I leave the engine bay, it really is quite impressive how much space there is to move around, and also these extra points of contact that have been put into place that you never really feel at risk when you're moving around at what is still quite a considerable height. So the cab, as you've seen, is easy to access and offers operators a pressurised environment that keeps the noise down and the dust out. Operators will like the fully adjustable heated air suspension seat with the added lumbar support. And the leg room and space is also quite generous, even for the tallest of operators. Let's take a look at the visibility and the instrument ergonomics from inside the cab. There's an 8-inch LCD touchscreen display with an additional jog dial, giving simple, intuitive setup and operation of all the machine functions. So when you bring the seat forwards and just have a look behind, to my right hand side here, I've got a compartment. You can put your personal effects in, place for your backpack in the middle. And of course, to the left hand side here, there's a nice little cooler box for your sandwiches and cold drinks. So there you have it, the new LiuGong 995F. I said it was a beast, but as you've seen, it's a beast that's been tamed. And on what we've seen today, it's got to be a welcome addition to the UK construction, demolition and mining markets, giving further choice and adding competitiveness that can only be good for the industry. Thanks for watching. I've been Jeff Schofield for UK Plant Operators.